Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Back to the Cardboard. This is Shannon here, and let's take a trip back in time. You want to? The year is 1989. The protest happened in April of that year in Tiananmen Square, China. I think you guys remember that guy standing out in front of the tank, his protest. George Bush Sr. was elected president of the United States that year. Toyota launched their luxury line of cars called Lexus. I think you guys maybe heard of that. Gas, 97 cents a gallon. Doesn't that sound good? Another thing that sounds good is ribeye steak, $3.79 a pound, $3.79 a pound. What else happened that year? Oh yeah, Topps released a baseball card set. So hey, we're going to take a look at that. I've got a few packs I want to open up. A gift to me from Ed, Angry Old Man, and I got a couple of shout outs I want to share with you guys. So let's get to it. A few days ago I received this in the mail. This came from House of Cards, been passed down, come from N.W. Stang, and then he got it from somebody else in the card community. And I was next in line. This is going to be a cool book, and kind of the premise for this video. This author here, Brad Balukjan, took a single pack of 1986 Topps baseball cards and opened it, and then made a trip around the United States interviewing the guys that were in that pack of cards. There was some pretty notable names and then some not so notable. I think Vince Coleman, I believe Carlton Fisk was in there. So pretty neat idea. Pretty cool book. I can't wait to start reading it. It's not real thick. I don't know how many pages. 109, anyway, that's to the epilogue. So a little less than 300 pages anyway. It's pretty cool. Feels like wax. Feels actually like a wax pack, the book cover does. But I can't wait to dig into that. Hey, thank you, House of Cards. Hey, be sure to check him out, guys. I'll put his link, House of Cards, down below. So check him out. Thank you, Haas. Oh, by the way, he sent me a bookmark, a 2007 Bowman Chrome Refractor of the Big Donkey. Thank you, Haas. I appreciate it, man. Very cool. And then next up, heard me mention in the opening, this is what I'm going to be opening, a pack of 1989 Topps baseball sent to me by Angry Old Man. So be sure to check him out as well. So let's flip the camera around and look at this. And then we'll look at the players I get in this pack. We'll see where they're at today. I'm not going to travel what this guy went. He went and hit, I think, 30 different states. Took him 48 days and over 11,000 miles traveling. I'm not going to do that. I'll just Google the names and we'll see where these guys are at today. So let's get to it. All right. I don't have a pack of 1986 Topps cards, but I do have this 89 Topps pack, and let's tear into it and see who we get. Unlike Brad, I will not be eating that gum. He did bite into that, and I'm not going to do it. All right, we got, these are 15 cards, I think, in here. So we got Mike Flanagan, the Blue Jays. Tommy Lawless, the Cardinals. Bob Brauer, the Rangers. Fernando Valenzuela, nice card. Danny Darwin. Joe Morgan, Not the other Joe Morgan. This Joe Morgan. Whitey Herzog, 2 back-to-back manager cards. We got what is this? The Company Store. Company Store. Got the Big Cat All-Star, Andre Scalaraga. Got a record breaker, 1988, Kevin Mcreynolds. The Big Mac, the original Big Mac, I guess you could say. Stupid checklist. Terry Poole. Scott Lusader. Chili Davis. Remember Chili Davis? Oh, Terry Mcgriff. We got a Reds. Hey, I'll take it. And then, very nice. #1 draft pick, Andy Bennis. All right, so let's take a look at these, 2, 3, 4, 5, 14 cards. Is that right? Oh, 15. Forgot. Checklist. So let's pause for a second, and we'll take a look at each one of these individually. All right, let's get to rolling with this Wax Pack Afterlife. First off, and probably the saddest story in this pack is Mr. Mike Flanagan, noted for his sense of humor, like player nicknames. He called Tony Salita after he was traded. He called him Tony Obsoleta. Sixto Lezcano, he called Mordecai Sixto Lezcano after Mordecai Three Finger Brown. He called himself Cy Young and Jim Palmer Cy Old. That's some of the humor of Mike Flanagan. Sadly, being distressed about financial issues in August of 2011, he committed suicide. Mike Flanagan. Next up, we got Bob Brauer. He played 3 years in the majors. He was a four-sport Letterman athlete in high school. Since playing in major leagues, he has served as vice president with a sports player agent company since 2011 or 2000, the year 2000, who managed people like Barry Bonds, Alex Rodriguez, and Bernie Williams. Bob Brauer. Next up, we got Tom Lawless. Played 9 years in the majors, mainly with the Houston team. His claim to fame was in 1984 when he was the only player that's ever been traded for Pete Rose. Coincidentally, he was also the manager for my Lexington Legends back in 2009. That's Tom Lawless. Next up in the batting order, we got Fernando Valenzuela, El Toro, the Bull. Played 17 years in the majors. That's a long time for a pitcher. Elected to the Hall of Fame in 2014. Born in Mexico, Fernando became a U.S. citizen in 2015. Fernando Valenzuela. Next up, we have Danny Darwin. Danny had a long career, a 21-year career. Nicknamed the Bonham Bullet or Dr. Death because he was always ready to fight. In a brawl between the Phillies and the Giants, Orel Hershiser, who happened to be Danny Darwin's teammate at the time, said that Darwin had punched him in the face during the brawl. I assume Orel said that it was because of Hershiser hitting him one time when Darwin was batting. He is currently a pitching coach with the Reds AA Chattanooga Lookouts. That's Danny Darwin. Next up, we got Joe Morgan. His playing career lasted from 59 through 64, and he spent 4 years as a manager for the Boston Red Sox. Nicknamed Turnpike Joe because in his off days during his minor league career, he would run the snowplow on the interstate there. 90 years old, still lives in Massachusetts. That's Joe Morgan. Next up, we have the great Whitey Herzog, who doesn't really need an introduction. 8 years as a player. 18 years as a manager. Is that right? I thought he played longer than that. Elected to the Hall of Fame in 2010. He's currently 89 years old and lives in St. Louis, Missouri. Whitey Herzog. Next up, we got the Big Cat, Andre Scalaraga. Is currently 59 years old. He had a 20-year playing career, 5-time All-Star, 2-time Gold Glove, 2-time Silver Slugger. Pretty good hitter at the plate, had some power. Led the National League in home runs, I believe, one year. El Gato, the Cat, from West Palm Beach, Florida. It's Andre Scalaraga. Next up, we got Big Mac, or Little Mac now, as I like to call him, Kevin Mcreynolds. Spent 12 years in the majors, currently 61 years old. This says he had the record of 21 stolen bases without caught stealing. That was broken, I guess, by Vince Coleman. Vince had 50 in a row. Of course, that spanned between 1988 and 1989 season. But 50 stolen bases without getting caught, that is crazy. Currently, Kevin McReynolds runs a commercial duck hunting club in southeast Arkansas. Kevin McReynolds. Next up, I got Terry Poole. Played 15 years in the majors, currently 64 years old. And as of 2020, he ranks in numerous top 10 categories for the Houston Astros. WAR, games played, hits. In 2016, he was head coach for the Houston Victoria Jaguars. It's Terry Poole. Next up, we got Scott Lusader. Played 5 years in the majors. Is currently 59 years old. He was a rookie in 1987, when in 23 games he batted .319. In 1988, in 16 games, he batted .063. In 1990, he played a career-high 45 games, where he had 16 RBIs. But his claim to fame, he tied a major league record in September that year, 1990, when he made 3 errors in the outfield in 1 inning. Yep, that's right. Got traded to the Yankees for the 91 season, and then in May of 91 was his last game. That's Scott Lusader. Here we have Charles Theodore Davis. Played 19 years in the majors from Jamaica. He's currently 61 years old. He got his nickname from the bowl haircut that his dad gave him when he was a kid. Kids in the neighborhood said it looked like he had a chili bowl on top of his head, and the name stuck. Chili Davis. Currently lives in Arizona. Next up, we got the lone red in this pack, Terry Mcgriff. He played 6 years in the majors, currently 57 years old. He's cousins with Fred McGriff and uncle to Charles Johnson, 2-time All-Star, 4-time Gold Glove catcher, 1997 World Series champion with the Florida Marlins. Since his retirement, he became a hitting coach with the Bridgeport Bluefish. That's Terry Mcgriff. And the next and last, and probably the best card in this pack, is Andy Bennis, right-hander from Evansville, Indiana. He's currently 53 years old. Played 14 years in the majors, All-Star in 93, National League strikeout leader in 94. He had a problem of gritting his teeth when he was preparing to throw the slider. Some of the hitters that faced him kind of exploited this, I understand. He's currently a co-host at Cards Kids TV show in Fox Sports Midwest. And currently the director, owner, president of the St. Louis Prospects, which is a high school baseball club that takes high school kids and helps develop them and kind of shows them off to colleges. Currently, they have had over 425 college commits and 100 major league draft picks. That's pretty good. But that's Andy Bennis. Pretty good pitcher back in the day. Hey, that's all I got, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with me. That was pretty fun. I don't know if you guys liked it or not, but to find out where these guys are at since their retirement from baseball, it's pretty neat. Hey, Hoss, thank you for the Wax Pack book you sent me. I'm going to read it, and this gets shipped out to Ken at Ken's Cardboard. So as soon as I finish with it, Ken, it's coming to you. And hey, be sure to check out Hoss. We're right here. Be sure to check out Hoss at Hoss of Cards. And also, Ed, thank you for the wax packs. I appreciate it. Be sure to check Ed out as well. And that's all I got, guys. God bless you. God bless America. And until next time, peace. Bye.
Yeah.